Oh, now it is a rainy day. What is this line for? Oh, that exhibit must be opening today. It's really packed. Want to come back another time? I want it, but it's so expensive. Maybe I should take out a loan. Never a good idea. I want to see that. Let's go together sometime. Loans are terrible. Yeah, you get the money you need at first, but then they ask for more than what you asked from before. So it's like, yo, that's a bad system.
So crowded.
Yeah, it's almost like it's an art museum or something.
It'll be a pain in the ass if someone sees you, so don't stick your head out too much, all right?
Get back in the bag, kitty cat.
You came.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Everyone's awkward around me. Yay!
You really came.
Why you gotta be looking at him like that?
What'd you expect when you left us those tickets?
Now you're just being a mean.
Make sure that you don't get in the way of the other visitors.
Okay, I will make sure to shove as many people as I can.
Come now. I'll show you around. I'd like to speak more about the picture I'd like to draw, too.
Like, the thing is, I get it. I'm a quasi-artist myself, so I understand the whole, muse thing. But still.
Well, see you guys later.
Woman, we're the that's why we're here.
Be all right? What if he drags her behind some painting and tries something funny?
Shut your Morgana face.
I told you not to come out.
Get in the bag, Nebby!
Appreciate the fine arts. Can't we just go home?
I mean, I'm down for that. And I don't actually have a choice in the matter, so why am I being given a choice?
I guess we should do a quick pass through it once. Which way are we supposed to start?
I don't know, wherever the crowd is least dense. Yeah, see? Nobody's standing here. Oh, hey, wait, is that the guy?
It's that old man from the other day.
Yeah, the guy that's probably the evil person. Y'all got yourself some short-term memory, I guess.
We continue to be truly surprised by your imagination. You have such expansive styles. It's hard to believe that it all stems from one person.
Well, then I'm guessing that's probably his crime, then.
Where in the world does all your inspiration come from?
You stealing things? You stealing art?
Well, it is rather difficult to put into words. They naturally well up from within my heart, like bubbles rising one after another in the spring.
How many times did you have to rewrite that soliloquy before you decided it was good enough for the presses?
Naturally, you say.
What's important is to distance oneself from worldly desires, such as money and fame.
Which I can only assume are things you have.
My atelier is a modest shack, but it is more than enough to pursue true beauty.
I mean, I assume it's a lie. I was told you're the next... I know I'm gonna be going into your brainscape and beating you up for something.
A shack?
I see. So the act of emptying one's mind gives rise to inner beauty.
Sure, why not?
Still, to think we could hear the word shack coming from the great artist Madarame.
Well, what can I say? I love me some b-ball.
You would understand if you saw it.
Wasn't the word shack something?
Madarame-san is actually here?
Took you a little while to realize that, didn't you?
Over there!
Uh-oh.
I'm so glad I came on opening day.
Ah, nondescript people!
Hey, stop pushing! There's way too many people!
I'm getting crushed.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a personal problem.
Anyways, we gotta head for the exit. Don't die on us, alright?
I didn't know there were so many types of Japanese art.
Yeah, look, again, I know I said I'm a quasi-artist, but again, gotta put emphasis on the quasi. Like, when it comes to, like, stuff like this, it's completely over my head. I 100% guarantee that, I believe that everyone, who does get stuff out of it truly, believes that they're getting stuff out of it, so I'm not gonna say it's not good or it's not art, because it totally is. It's just... I don't know. I guess my brain just doesn't go on the wavelength that's able to appreciate this kind of stuff.
Usually, one concentrates on their own style. However, Sensei creates all this by himself. He's special.
When you say special... Oh, no, never mind. I didn't say anything.
Sensei!
Ah, the girl from yesterday. Are you enjoying the exhibit?
And are you wearing, like, 3 shirts?
I don't know how to put it into words, but it's really amazing.
You're sensing something from the artwork. That alone is enough to give us artist satisfaction.
Well, I can agree to that much.
I hope this becomes a wonderful piece, Yusuke. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
You'd imagine artists would be difficult to approach. But he seems really friendly.
Well, I mean, it's less so to do with, you know, difficult to approach, and it's more, I mean, your traditionally successful artists are usually kind of reclusive and majorly eccentric. It's not that they're difficult to, you know, approach and speak to. It's just, it's going to be kind of weird and not very easy to get through.
Indeed.
You know, like the guy who painted the soup can. Or that guy who cut his ear off, Van Gogh.
This is it! The painting I wanted to see in person.
This one?
I guess it's the painter's anger? I'm not sure, but I sense this strong frustration from it. To think such a cheerful and gentlemanly person could make such a piece.
Well, I'm sure that's not anything worth reading into.
Something wrong?
Don't mind me. There are better pieces than this one. Come now, this way.
Hey!
Well, clearly you've got some sort of attachment to it. Being desperate to avoid it is also, in fact, a strong emotion.
Ah, that old lady totally elbowed me.
To be fair, you did call her Hagface.
Thanks to that, I remember now.
What? You were talking about Shaq.
Well, let me get to it.
Shaquille O'Neal.
It's about a post online. Here, look at this.
I'd rather you just read it for me, but okay.
Why'd you leave without me?
Because we got bored.
You got it all wrong. We got dragged into this huge crowd and... anyways, you gotta look at this too.
Just read it.
This post might be about Madarame.
Explain yourself, man. Sure.
What's it say?
A master of the Japanese arts is plagiarizing his pupil's work. Only his public face is shown on TV.
Plagiarizing?
Yeah, that definitely sounds probable.
I didn't think much of it when I first saw it, but hearing Shaq and Madarame triggered it.
Why?
His treatment of the pupils who live with him is awful. He teaches nothing and bosses them around. He treats them inhumanely, as if disciplining a dog.
Jesus.
Abuse on top of plagiarism, huh?
Both are pretty substantially terrible.
If this is real, it'll be a huge scandal.
I mean, plus, you know, he's like a famous dude. So, not only is he doing terrible things, he's been doing it successfully long enough. Oh dear, that's certainly not good.
I wonder if Kitagawa-kun posted this. I mean, he is a pupil of his.
Well, does he have more than one?
Who knows? It's anonymous and all.
Makes sense. Why would you want to attach yourself to something like that?
In that case, it's possible the Madarame we heard about in Mementos is referring to the same one.
A man like that doing such a thing?
It's more likely than you think. You only need the smallest amount of acting ability in order to put up a front.
I wonder if we can ask that shadow from earlier about this.
The shadow that we banished?
Oh, actually, we just need to talk to him in reality.
And how are we gonna go about that? Are we gonna explain it all, starting with Mementos?
It is the Fresh Maker.
Besides, if we make a move out in the open, there's the possibility that Madarame will find out.
And that's like some bad news, I guess.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey, what do you think about Madarame? Doesn't he seem suspicious?
Well, I'll tell you. I feel as if the game would not be centering so much around the dude if it were a red herring. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, like, duh, otherwise this is one really esoterically random, like, side tangent we've gone on that ultimately amounts to nothing if it's not. So, yeah.
I know, right? This all fits way too well to just be a coincidence. If this post is legit, ain't this the kind of target we've been waiting for?
I mean, I guess. Sure. I mean, again, quasi-artist, so I can sort of, you know, I could tap into a rage pool for people who plagiarize, because that is messed up.
Well, yeah, but...
What say ye, woman?
Really true?
Well, then we'll just have to use some detectiving abilities. I mean, it's very likely that it's true. I mean, Kamoshida, like, he put a front in front of everybody, and they all thought he was cool. When in actuality,
Wait,
nay.
What did you do about the whole modeling thing?
Kitagawa-kun gave me his contact info, and the address to his sensei's atelier.
I have never heard the word atelier before.
He said he lives there, right? Perfect timing. Let's try going tomorrow. We're off to Madarame's house right after school.
Okay.
Huh? You want me to model tomorrow?
Yep, so get your modeling pants on, woman.
This is too sudden.
Too bad.
What? We're just gonna go talk to Kitagawa.
Okay, true, we'll do that too.
Oh, that's what you meant.
But then, I mean, like, if that's the only way we're gonna be able to get any sort of info, then you're gonna have to start strutting. Walk, walk. Fashion, baby. I think that's a line in a song from something. Models! Model planes.
Okay.
In any case, we need to find out if that rumor about Madarame is true. If it is, this might just be exactly what we need. You gonna make me go to sleep?
Hey,
Okay, fair enough. Just figured I would ask, can I make stuff? Okay, never mind. Well, I mean, dare to dream, I guess.
well then.
I feel very confused. It's like, why am I given, like, I'm given control of my character. It's like, go and do a thing, except you can't do any of those things. You're supposed to just go straight to bed. Why not just automate it? Stop giving me the illusion of choice.
Oh, yes.
The great artist Madarame is holding an exhibition in Shibuya right now, isn't he? Probably. I've gone to see his work a number of times, as I'm rather pretentious, you can tell by my haircut. Goodness, are they magnificent. The moment I saw them, I knew he was something else. By the way, you seem far removed from the arts. Why you always gotta pick on me?
Here's a question.
Do you know who created the piece which sold for the highest price back in the 20th century? Okay, well, seeing as how Madarame is a fictional person. Was Van Gogh the 20th century? Feels like it should have been a little further than that. Maybe the 1900s, wouldn't it? No, that would... The 1900s would be the 20th century. Yeah, because we're in the 21st century. I'm trying to... I feel like Picasso was... more recent than Van Gogh. You know what? Let's just go with Picasso and his absurdly long name.
No.
Fantastic. It was Van Gogh. Good job, though. That piece was purchased for the equivalent of 18 billion yen, and it sold for even more later. Ever since the turn of the 21st century, a new record has been set practically every year. And then everyone talks behind my back. It's like, whoo, dang, he got a single answer wrong. Ain't he just the worst? People put a serious amount of passion and money into art. If I had that kind of money, I wouldn't mind having a painting or two myself. Ha ha ha!
Hey,
Seems like art can make you a tidy sum. Well, yeah, but generally you have to die first. That's the only time anybody really seems to care about anybody's art. Let's see with our own eyes whether or not the accusations of him stealing art are true. You're meeting Lady Ann and the others at this train station, right? Let's go in class, let's out. What do you mean, and the others? It's Ryuji. It's just one other person. Like, what? Well, did you invite someone else without my knowledge? Because I gotta tell you, that would be weird. It's like, gotta meet the others. As in Ryuji, because Ann's like she's sitting in front of us. Phantom Thieves going by train. This ain't any different from how I get home from school, you know. Train's the fastest way to go. Plus, we can bring pets on here. I am a cat. Hey, who you calling a pet? We're calling the kitty cat. Dude, be quiet. We didn't pay the pet fare. I'm the one guiding you to your destination. You should be calling me master.
hey!
Oh, now it's a kitty. Oh, dang, now look what you gone and done did. Is that your pet, mister? I heard it meowing. It is a stuffed animal. It is a kitty cat, though. Yeah, it's just a toy. It meows when you press on its head.
Hey,
You heard her, Rin. Press on its head. This is ridiculous. Meow. Again. Very well. I should press gently. I'll press forcefully. Time to button mash. As tempting as it is to knock that ego down a side or two, I will press the kitty head gently. Oh, no, that moves a purr. Yay, it's a good kitty. Dude, the cat's drooling. Next stop is Shibuya. Shibuya doors will open on the left side, so get out of the way. Oh, this is our stop, so go away, small child. Nobody likes you. Oh, that was a girl. All right. I'm not a cat. I just look and sound and act like one, and also if you pet me, I appreciate it. So, which line do we gotta transfer to? Doesn't look like there are any stations close by to that address. If anything, this is the closest station.
for real?
What? Then we gotta walk the rest of the way? What kind of Phantom Thief takes the train and then walks to their destination? Well, what do you suggest we do? Stop your complaining. Your belly aching. You've got a literal yellow belly going on here. It's supposedly a shack, but this is the neighborhood he lives in, as expected of a famous artist.
Okay, let's
Looks like the fastest route is to get to the station square and then go to Central Street. So let's move. Oh. Like, are you guys gonna, like, follow me? Oh, dang, you are. All right. That's not even the right thing. All right, hang on. Wait. Station Square. Is that where I wanted to go? Usually I have more options for mobiling. Okay, those doors are for show. Oh, yeah, okay. Out of the way, nerdlingers. Okay. Now we are here. We're walking about. Central Street.
Wait.
You sure it's this way? I don't remember seeing a house. It's supposed to be in a residential area past Central Street. We'll have to walk a bit, though, so, you know, get your matching boots on, because we're about to go crazy. Oh, hey, it's Foreboding Old Man.
Yamashita, former Olympian, teacher at Shujin Academy.
That is a guy who existed.
Reason for turning himself in is a heavy conscience, huh?
Yeah, that he spontaneously obtained.
The human mind doesn't change that easily, let alone their natural temperament.
I mean, it's possible. Who is this guy?
Shujin Academy. Seems doubtful. Perhaps I'll have someone look into it, just in case.
I don't know how to interpret that. I'm going to assume that you're evil. It seems like a safe bet. Oh, hey-oh.
Is that it?
I don't know, is it?
We're at the right address.
Well, then there you go. That's what it is.
The door plate does say Madarame.
So this is a shack, huh? Can't help but notice it's 2 stories. It's a pretty big house. So I don't really know if I could call that a shack. Sure, it looks ramshackled. It seems tossed together, but it seems like a perfectly decent house.
You ring the bell.
Yeah, you do it.
Me? The walls won't collapse when I do, will they?
If people are living inside that thing, I doubt it's just gonna fall over.
No one sneeze or we'll blow this house down, okay?
Get your head back in the bag. It's not even facing the right direction. Just sticking his little kitty face.
Who is it?
I don't know. Who are you?
Sensei is currently...
It's Takamaki.
I'll be right out.
People really do live here.
What, do you think it was a lie? A ruse? A bamboozle? Whoa, that was fast.
You two are here as well?
Why you always gotta be doing that? That's just mean.
Hey, sorry, but we ain't here to talk about the modeling thing. There's something we gotta ask you.
I'm sure this is going to go fantastically.
Is it true Madarame's plagiarizing stuff? He's abusing people too, yeah?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's a very real possibility that, considering the last time we tried to ask people about somebody's wrongdoings, they refused to tell us for one reason or another, is probably gonna keep going that same way. Like, let me see. I'm going to say, that's ridiculous.
Are you serious?
Okay, well, no, never mind.
We read about it online.
And everything online is 100% factual. This is a fact in of itself.
This?
This. Well, that's not super villainy.
Preposterous! Not only is the plagiarism impossible, but abuse?
Okay, well, first of all, we need to talk about what the word impossible entails. The word impossible makes it seem as if there is a 100% complete and total no chance of a certain thing having happened. It is totally possible. You merely think it to be severely unlikely.
If he hated children so much to harm them, he would never allow pupils into his home.
Unless he was stealing from them.
And I'm the one residing here and studying under him. I'm saying it's not true, so it's beyond doubt.
I mean, okay.
You might be lying about it.
That is also a thing. Counter-argument!
That is utter rubbish.
Is that why you were hesitating? No, okay,
I
hi.
had no family when Sensei took me in and raised me into what you see now.
A kind of creepy and somewhat confrontational artist? Not exactly a badge of honor there.
If you continue to ridicule the man I owe my life to, you will rue this day.
Yes, I'm sure all 85 pounds of you will just unleash hell upon us.
You really think that?
Yusuke,
Okay, hi, how you doing?
what's the matter? I heard you yelling.
Yeah, I tend to do that, I guess.
These people are slandering you with baseless rumors.
They're actually pretty baseful.
Forgive them, Yusuke. They must have heard some bad rumors and came in worry for their friend's safety.
Understood, Sensei.
Well, even I doubt that a cranky old man like myself could be liked by everyone.
That's not what we meant.
I'm sorry to have butt in on your conversation.
Unless you were eavesdropping!
However, I do have neighbors around. Won't you please keep it down?
Hey, we weren't the ones yelling.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
I have some old things to rub ointment on. Salves.
That was discourteous of me. I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. Just, stop being so, cranky.
I know. I think you'll be able to believe in Sensei if you saw that painting.
Which painting?
It's his maiden work, as well as his most representative piece. It's titled Sayuri.
Okay.
Sayuri?
That is a painting.
This was the painting that inspired me to become an artist.
It appears to be like a lady sitting in a fog cloud. Perhaps she is looking down upon the world as if to say, "Hey, how's it going? I'm watching you." But there's also a tree branch, so maybe she's not that high up, unless it's the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life, of which she is at the top of, making her God. Because it is God who created the metaphorical Tree of Life, or the literal one, depending on your beliefs. I will not judge you either way. I don't know. I'm just reading into something that a dude showed me on a cell phone.
It's so beautiful.
Okay.
I don't know all this fine art stuff, but even I can tell that this is impressive.
Okay.
When
I
first saw
agree.
you, I felt the same powerful emotion as when I saw this painting.
Me?
I wish to pursue beauty like this,
It's the Twin Tails.
and I believe drawing you will be part of that pursuit. I implore you, seriously consider my offer.
I think this guy might be legit. I think he just might be a weirdo.
I'm sorry that you took the time to come all this way, but I must assist Sensei today. I hope that we can discuss this further another time. If you'll excuse me then.
I have eyeliner to reapply.
Those two seem like nice guys, don't they?
Well, I mean, this Yosuke guy's a weirdo, but yeah.
Maybe the Madarame we heard about in Mementos is a different person.
Yeah, a different guy named Madarame in the local area who is a famous artist who has pupils.
Man, right when we thought we found a new target too.
I'm just throwing this out there. That doesn't sound like it make any sense.
How's the Metanav?
I don't know.
Oh no!
Hey, the app.
What about it?
Was it picking up our conversation?
That's convenient.
This display. It means that Madarame has a palace too, right?
No, well there you go then. We did it.
But why?
For evil?
Madarame, plagiarism, and then Shack, huh? These seem to be the keywords.
What did Shaquille O'Neal have to do with this? I'm sorry I keep
For
making
real,
the same
though,
joke,
what
but
the
I
hell's
can't.
going on?
Man, that guy took that word. It's his word now, and it's his name.
Does an old man like him really have a palace?
Does it really matter what his age and gender is? I mean, how old was Kamoshida? Like in his 30s, maybe? I mean, come on now.
We have the person's name and the location. All that's left is the what that Madarame mistakes the shack for to enter his palace.
You mean like how Kamoshida thought the school was his castle?
That's right. Let's try saying some things. They can be random guesses.
Fastidious. Lasagna. For some reason, my brain just said Lake Titicaca.
It's a bit sudden though.
Eggs. Shelf. Okay, now I'm just looking at
Why
things.
don't we start with castle?
You have failed us.
And what about prison? What a pain.
Yeah, we tried 2 things and it didn't work.
Jail, warehouse, and guidance counseling office. Might as well add farm.
Warehouse. Oh, wait, no, you said warehouse. Dang it.
Not a single hit.
The skyscraper.
Should we come back another time?
A building that's related to artists. If we think from there, what would it be?
Museum. Oh, yeah, an art school and art. Yeah, no, but no, that would definitely be museum. Okay, hello, everything tastes purple.
Beginning navigation. Whoa, really?
Whoop, and now this is happening. Just straight up, jumping straight into it. I'm okay with that. Eventually we'll arrive. Oh, there we go.
Hey, wait!
Voice acting stopped. Didn't have much of a choice. Think we just happened to get it right. What if I hadn't noticed and then wandered off and got caught by an enemy? Well, that'd be your own dang fault for being so careless.
Come on.
Probably would have figured it out once you started walking on 2 legs. And because your head is so huge.
Hey,
So even you can slip into the metaverse without realizing it, eh, Morgana? Yep, in a place with minimal cognitive distortion, the differences can be subtle.
What?
Are you trying to tell me that the thing we're standing next to is subtle? Because it appears to be made out of solid gold. That shack is seriously some kind of museum. His body is a temple. Let's go check it out. And off we go. Like, are we making a concentrated effort, or is this going to be one of those things where we're, like, forced to leave even though we got here?
so extravagant. To the point that it's gaudy.
Well, yeah, make anything out of solid gold and it's going to look kind of showy.
It's a museum, right?
Either that or just it is of in itself in a weird art piece.
This is Madarame's?
A palace is a scenery driven by desires. Just like how Kamoshida's palace was a castle.
Madarame's artwork is on display at museums in reality too, though. This exhibit was popular, and people already respect him. Why would he fantasize about a museum?
I don't know. Why are we trying to understand the mindscapes of crazy people?
You got a point. It ain't related to plagiarism or abuse either.
Let's try looking around. Racking our brains here won't do us any good.
Right.
Okie dokie.
That aside, ain't a museum a must for Phantom Thieves?
Oh yeah, I guess that is kind of a thematic appropriate sort of target. There are probably some tricky traps too.
Yeah, all those old man's fans were super strong and all.
Especially the old people who elbowed you.
That has nothing to do with this.
It could.
Man, just look at that insane crowd.
Well, I guess we'll have to politely get in line. I mean, that's just generally what you do. Yep. Hey, now the outfits are gone. Thank goodness. Oh, well, except for Morgana, who put one on. Well, then it's time we begin our infiltration. Are we gonna have to wait in that gigantic line? Don't be stupid. We're not going in the front door. But there's a high wall around the building. Well, then we're just gonna have to find a way to climb up it now, aren't we? There's science. All right. So we just gotta climb a thing. Like, look, you see this perfectly good truck? This truck's pretty good. And then we just climb up the thing. Bada bing, bada boom. Science. This is really how he thinks of that rundown shack. It's overwhelmingly shiny. And it's just not hitting me that this is that old guy's palace. That's why we're here, right? Come on, let's go check it out. Let's go find, like, incriminating evidence or whatever. Okay. Follow the map. The map knows what I'm supposed to be doing. I guess I never actually brought up that I equipped different outfits onto the characters. I scrolled through every possible option, and these are the ones I liked the most. And yes, the character is, in fact, just wearing his pajamas. Man, look, here's the thing. Comfort over style, man. And climbing things. What even are these things? I will never understand art. Wait, are you a thing? Oh, you are a thing. Hello. Got myself a pearl. Friggin' sweet. I will gladly accept any and all things. So am I going forward or am I going this way? I guess I'm going this way. Except no, I'm not, because I can't make any other jumps. Fair enough, game. Fair enough. Luckily, this building's incredibly bizarre and kind of stupid, you know, construction makes it very easy to scale. And a plastic frame. Don't think that's gonna be worth much. Oh, somebody has left the skylight ajar. That's convenient.
Hey.
Skylight's open. Think we can get in here. But it's a pretty far drop. Will we be able to get back out this way? Considering how high we can jump, I'm gonna say probably. Hee, don't worry. I have a rope. I'm our tool specialist after all. So, what you call, Joker? Want to head inside? Yeah, okay, sure, why not? I mean, why not? I certainly see no reason why we can't. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, he really did have a rope. Rope-a-dope, even.
How suspicious.
It's quiet. Almost too quiet, which means it's probably dinosaurs. Hey, it's moving. Come on, we're in a palace. That ain't anything to be freaking out over. We're with a talking cat. The palace reflects its ruler's heart. We may want to check these paintings out. Very well, as soon as I break this. Okay. So, what are we looking at here? Oh, hey, there's some kind of explanation here. Let me see. It's someone's name and age. The hell? That can't be the title of the painting. I mean, right? Do you think it's the artist's name? Nay. Let's check the other paintings too. I think there might be something important about them. Well, they're all paintings of people, which gives me the impression that... Yeah, I'm curious about the other paintings too. Come on, let's go into the next room. Oh. Well, how was I supposed to know that's what you wanted? That seems like something I should be worried about. Except, okay, I guess not. Okay, so let's look at the thing. Another. This got the name and age on the plaque. Interesting, interesting. Just keep looking around. Yeah, the whole floor can't be all portraits, right? It appears to be. I guess that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find something that's not a okay, never mind. This doesn't make any sense. Madarame is famous for having a variety of art styles, but all the portraits on display here look the same. This is way different from what was at the... Wait a sec!
Damn it.
Oh, hey, yeah. Bullhead. Ain't this that guy we saw in Mementos? You know, the one who was Putak and Madarame. Natsuki Nakonahara. His name's written on the plaque. Dude, I don't get it. Why is there a painting of him in here? And more important, why is his name written under it? You're right. Doesn't art usually have, like, the title of the piece or the artist's name? This is quite the mystery. I imagine these are all the people he's stolen from. What else could it possibly be? If I had to guess, we probably have to find a painting of Yusuke. Like, oh yeah, there he is. What? No way! There he is. What is he wearing a Hawaiian shirt? He does not seem the type.
Hey.
Isn't this a painting of that guy? You know that guy. It says Yusuke Kitakagawa. There's no mistaking it. Or my crippling jaw arthritis. Ow. Wait a second. What do you think these paintings are? They're all the pupils. I think you're right.
What?
For real, all of them? But it was only Yusuke when we went to his place before. This must include former pupils as well. Only one remains now. Taking into account what that Nakanohara guy said earlier, things are getting clearer. Alright, let's keep investigating. We need something to further confirm our deductions. Like some hard evidence. Because I guess all of this subconscious evidence ain't good enough. Alright, fine. Well, we've got a staircase. Hello. Some kind of... Is that a shine? Is that a golden, like, magazine rack? There seems to be some kind of pamphlet here. What's that? You find something? We're here to investigate, so we should check everything that catches our attention. Including pamphlets.
A treasure chest. Why don't we crack it open?
I mean, okay, sure. I was gonna grab a pamphlet, but if you want to get...
Oh.
It's locked! Why would you tell me to do a thing that I can't do? You have lied to me, Morgana. You have betrayed me. No, it's just it's a piece of paper with information on it. Completely different than a pamphlet. This is getting way too detailed for a freaking Ballas. Why do you bother making something like this? Oh, there's a museum guide on here. Let's take it with us. Yay, it's something of a map. Yeah, it might even show us the location of the treasure.
Nice.
That is a possibility. At the very least, it should be a good reference for the scale of this place. I can only assume it is honkin' huge. But the map only shows half the museum. Why do I get the incredibly strong impression that all of these maps are going to be in halves? Probably going to have one in like the triples later down the line. I see. It said it's one out of two. And the two's out. Then the 2 out of 2's got to be around here somewhere, right? Just how big is this place? I don't know. 17 stories? We can worry about that another time. Right now, our objective is looking into Madarame's cognition. Look around it. Dude, we're sitting in it. We're waist deep in his cognition. We may have to reconsider our plan depending on what we find. I mean, he's got a palace, so that right off the bat, you know, there you go. Yeah. Here's another thing. Can I open this one? Or is it also locked? Nope, it's normal. And it's a protect mask. All right, well, good to know that I bought those things knowing that they were completely pointless. What in the actual hell is this thing? What am I... It's a giant sculpture. Huh. Oh, and apparently it's important. Well, I just thought it was interesting because it was the first thing that wasn't a portrait.
Look at this.
The infinite spring?
Well, okay, well, first of all, what kind of spring? Are we talking about the season? In which case, I don't really understand what a giant golden swirly doodle actually says about the spring. And if you're talking about like a bed spring, you know, like a boing spring, well, I don't think it looks much like one of those either.
A conglomerate work of art that the great director Madarame created with his own funds.
Look, unless that means he smelted down a bunch of his own personal gold bars to make it, then I don't really think that's legit.
These individuals must offer their ideas to the director for the rest of their lives. Those who cannot do so have no worth living?
Oh, alright, well, that's flippin' dark.
Hey, this is most likely about the plagiarism, right?
Oh, the infinite spring of various peoples that he finds and he conditions to work for him. Is like, hey, you know what you should do? Let me take your stuff. Like, I'm not entirely sure how he does that part specifically, but I mean, I'm sure he's got his ways.
Damn it. What a phony geezer.
In other words, his pupils are his property. He doesn't even qualify as an artist if this is true. He's stealing the ideas from talented students in exchange for securing their livelihood.
Oh. It's like, hey, give me all your paintings and I'll put a roof over your head.
I wondered about those portraits on display. They must all be his pupils through his cognition. This even says that they have no worth. Couldn't this be about the abuse?
Sure seems that way, yeah.
Madarame will keep them around as long as they're useful to him. But the moment they're not...
He's treating them like slaves or tools.
Yep, definitely seems to be the case.
Why is Yusuke keeping quiet about this? He's got no reason to cover this up.
I don't know, I'm sure he's got some sort of reason. Probably the same reason as all the other people in that gallery who apparently never said anything.
He did say that he owes Madarame his life for being taken in.
So what, like it's a sense of obligation?
But still.
When we were at the exhibit, I praised one of the pieces on display. But Kitagawa-kun acted strange. Maybe that piece was plagiarized too.
And maybe it was him who made it.
What's the call? Ain't this enough to target Madarame?
Look, we're standing in a palace. I was already good. So, yeah, I say we do this thing.
That's what I'm talking about!
Assuming that the cat and the lady also say that it's a good idea.
Hold on, you two.
Of
We
course.
should confirm these facts with Yusuke once more.
Confirm what, though?
Or we could just bust through the door, keep going about, find some cool stuff, and bada bing, bada boom, find the treasure, and then I guess we'll have to do the card thing. That's kind of annoying, but then we'll do that, and then we'll take the thing, and bada bing, bada boom, everything works.
It means we should get solid evidence that such crimes actually took place.
You mean other than all of the evidence that we just saw here? This is the inside of his brain.
What a pain in the ass.
It's how he sees the world, and what all of the things are saying is, I'm a bad person, herp-a-derp-a-doo.
Besides, there's too much we don't know about Madarame yet.
What is there to know? He's an old person, he abuses people, he steals things from the people that he abuses, he's also like a famous dude because of these things, but people don't know he does it. We got everything we know. Well, you want a birth certificate?
You're right.
Want to know his mother's maiden name? Like, what do you need?
I'll try contacting Kitagawa-kun. I might be able to get the truth out of him if I accept his modeling offer.
I mean, I guess.
Wait, you're gonna do that?
You all better come with me, okay? I'm scared to go alone.
Fair enough.
Famous, renowned artist, huh? Wow, this might be tougher than Kamoshida.
I mean, it's possible. If nothing else, he is of a much higher, I don't know, social standing.
Well, we'll just prep ourselves until we get confirmation from Yusuke. This is our first mission as real Phantom Thieves. We're gonna succeed no matter what.
Okay, well, I don't think that's true. I mean, this is just the first one since we officially became a team. Honestly, I'm counting the last one as our first mission. Even if it was like a tutorial mission or whatever. And now we're over here. What say ye, coffee man? Oh, never mind. The reason why Yusuke is hiding the truth, huh? Oh, hang on, my pants are ringing. Would you really forgive someone unconditionally if you owe your life to them? I'm not so sure anymore. What are you bringing this up for? According to Kitagawa-kun, Madarame isn't a problem. Well, what do you mean? Something wrong? I mean, I know Madarame is a bad person, but still. Maybe I'm so hesitant because I haven't actually met any of his victims. To be fair, yeah, with Kamoshida is like, hey, just turn slightly and there you'll find another person who's very, you know, suspiciously beaten up. Yeah, I guess that part's totally different from what happened with Kamoshida. This might be an extreme line of thinking, but if an evil person isn't causing any trouble now, is there really a point in us stepping in? I mean, if you mean they were evil but they stopped being evil, then, well, yeah. But I don't think he stopped being evil, so no. So we're gonna let Yusuke decide if Madarame is worth going after or not. I don't know, if it were me, I'd never forgive him. Yeah, well, let's just see how he feels about the whole situation. Yeah, I guess we could talk some more after that. Okay, let's meet in Shibuya after school tomorrow. And meet in Shibuya after school tomorrow we shall, in every sense of the word. I hope you guys had a fantabulous time. In the next part, we're going to do that thing that I just said we were going to do. Don't even know why I decided to try and use that as a transition. Either way, have a nice day. I'm out. You know, after 5 years, you really would think I would have gotten at least somewhat better at this.
You never see it coming.